these 4 steps, installing the Ubuntu and a domain. We connected with our domain and we install the Nginx and we make it secured with Let's Encrypt. Now we are ready to install the Node.js. So we need to follow this step. First we need to access to our server SSH and enter the password. In the last video we already discussed all about the setting up and accessing this domain. If you are not watching, you must watch the last section. Okay, just write this. Just to come to the root directory. We are already in the root directory. If you are not in the root directory, you must confirm. Copy the next command. And copy the next command. You need to change in this command. Don't run. I'll explain. You can see the here the version is 14.x. This article is right before too early. So currently when I'm setting up this video at 2024, at this time the node version is 20 and 21, but I recommended it's go with 20 because the Node.js also recommended for the most user. It is 20. So in this command we need to change this 14 to 20. Okay, and you can inspect the content of script. No need to run this command. You can and also when you're done inspecting script under the sudo, just run this command. Enter your password. It will install the pre-requirement. If it asks to the restart, just click enter. Okay, now we can just clear the terminal. And the next step, now we are going to install the Node.js. Just to copy sudo apt install Node.js. It take time to install the Node.js. Just pause the video. Okay, now Node.js is successfully installed. To check, you can just copy node-v and paste. You can see the node version 20.1.1 is successfully installed, the latest version. Okay, now we can check the npm. Npm is the node package manager. When we install the Node.js, npm also installed. The npm version is 10. So we successfully installed. Okay, now we need to run this command sudo apt install the build essential to install the essential library for the Node.js development. Just click Y. It will take time. If it asks to the restart, just click enter. Okay, now we successfully installed the Node.js. Now we can create one small Node.js application for testing. Creating the Node.js application, just go to the root directory you can just clear. We are already in the root directory, but I just enter the command, and we create one file hello.js inside the root folder. To create, just write nano and the file name, it will open, and just copy this a simple Node.js application with it will run at the port 3000. Just write this and just click Ctrl O to save and Ctrl X to exit. Okay, now we successfully created one file with hello.js in our root directory. Now we are already in the root directory, so just calling node hello.js. It's normal if you are already know the Node.js, we can call node hello.js. You can see the server is running at localhost 3000. So our application is running successfully. Node.js is successfully installed. Now our next step is connecting our server with FileZilla. After that, I will explain what is PM2 and what is its use. Before that, we need to connect with FileZilla. FileZilla is one application to manage our server visually. After the installing FileZilla, you can see the folder, everything else visually, and after that you can easily set up and create the file through FileZilla, like what you are doing in your Windows PC. Like that. Now then you will more understand what is our folder structure. And now we already create one file rapidflutter.com inside the a site available and site enable. After the FileZilla, you can visually see the folder and file. Okay, let's move. For downloading FileZilla, you just type FileZilla in Google. Then you will get this site. From here you need to just download the FileZilla client. It's available for Windows, Mac OS. For all OS it's available. Just download for your OS. I have already FileZilla. I'll just open. It's look like this. When we open FileZilla, it's like this. The FileZilla is using to connect our server. This is our server. We already set up one server. So with the FileZilla, we can access to our server, and we can do the configuration and creating, deleting file with manual. For that, we need to just open FileZilla and click here. You can see inside the file site manager, or you can just click this button. Then you will get this pop-up. Here you need to just add this new site. Then it will ask some things. First we need to change the protocol to FTP to SFTP, secured file transfer protocol, and host. Host we need to enter our IP address. This is our public IP. Just copy this. No need to enter the port, it automatically detect, and the login type is normal. And the user, you can give the user that we created, or better I recommend root, because root has all permission, so with easily we can delete and add new file. So I'm suggesting to when you log in with the FileZilla, better to use the root and enter the password that we created for the root at the time of creating the server. Okay, then just click connect. Just tick this always trust and OK. Okay, now you can see now we are login to or access to our server inside the root folder. Just click this three dot to come back. Okay, these are our folders that we insert in our Ubuntu server. You can see there's home. Inside this home you can see the user that we created. In my case I have only one user, Nassif. So this is the Nassif. If I do the project inside this folder in my username, if you remember, we already created one testing Node.js application, hello.js. You can see that file is already here. Okay, so we will create and do the project inside this our user, inside the home, inside the user. And you can see we configured some Nginx configuration inside the etc, and you can see Nginx. And inside site available. Okay, if you remember when we set up the server, this command etc nginx site available, and we create one file rapidflutter.com. That file is this. You can see etc nginx site available. This one we create the rapidflutter.com file. You need to just click the file and right click and just view. And if you are first time, you need to select the application which editor you want to do. I already selected with the VS Code, so it will open inside the VS Code. You can see this is our file. We add this code and we change the rapidflutter.com. The same file is this. Now we can visually see the folder structure and other thing. That is the benefit of this FileZilla. You can see the left side is the this left side is our computer, is my PC, and this right side is our server. So if you want to upload one file, you can just right button and click upload. And if you need to download this file to your PC, just click download. So next step is we need to create a MongoDB, and we need to connect it with our Node.js application in our server. We have two options. One is we can install the MongoDB as we install the Node.js. Similar way, we can install the MongoDB in our server using the command. You can just go to the MongoDB Linux installation, then you will just type that command, it will okay. But I suggest if you have the server good specification, you can go with that. Otherwise we have one another option that we just need to go MongoDB, just type MongoDB, then you can find the first official website of MongoDB. And here you can they will give the one free server for studying and testing. Also, if you are going to the production, you can purchase the MongoDB, but I think around $53 something for 1 month. It's expensive, but for the testing and studying they will give one free MongoDB that we can use. That is one option. This option we are going to do, we are just create one MongoDB in the MongoDB own server, and we will connect it with our Node.js application. Or other option is you can directly install the Node.js and the MongoDB in your server. And I recommend if you have the good specification server, you can go with that. Otherwise, there is one more option. You can see I already told as we create the droplet and apps, there is one option, database. Inside this database, you can purchase the MongoDB server, and the price is around $50 per month. So it is cheaper than the official MongoDB production server. But for the testing and studying purpose, education purpose, they will give the free MongoDB. Okay, so first you need to create one account. I have already one account. Account creation is normal thing, so I just skip that step. After you create the account, redirect to this MongoDB Atlas. It is called MongoDB Atlas. From the official MongoDB website, we can create one MongoDB. Okay, there is a lot of option, and we need only the first one is database. In the left side panel here we will create the one database, and another one is database access. This one we will create one user, and we will set the password to connect database, and another one is network access. These three tab we need to go, and another thing is backup and other thing. You can check that one. Okay, first I am going to create one database. Here you can see we need to pay for this. Just click the last one, free version, and you can see the storage is 512 MB and RAM and CPU is shared. Okay, and you can keep it as default, and here you need to give the name. I give my database name as rapid. Okay, it is, you can give any application rapid, it is optional. Just click create. So it will create one database for us. Okay, now we need to add one password. There is one other option, certificate, but I'm using the username and password. Username, I just give my name, and password I will suggest to create with auto generate, or you can use your own password, but better choose the auto generate password. Just click auto generate and it will fill the one auto generate password. Just to copy this password. After you create the user, we cannot see the password, so just to copy the password now, and just click create user. And we need to select the environmental. Just click the my local environmental. Here you need to add the IP address that to access the database. You just click add my current IP. It will automatically detect your PC IP, and it will allow to your PC to add the connect the database. But in our case we need to connect our database from our server, so we need to just copy to our server IP 147.182.199.68. this is my IP. You need to just copy your server IP and just paste it here, and you can give the name server. Okay, now my server also added. Or if you want to access the database from anywhere, that means from your now you can access from your PC and from our server. So but if you want to access it from anywhere, you need to type 0.0.0.0 and just click all and you give any name. This means it will allow from anywhere. It will allow from any PC, from mobile, everything you can access if you give the 0.0.0. But I just keep it my PC and my server IP. Okay, now just click the finish and close. Okay, now our database is created successfully. Now we need to connect the database to our server. Okay, for that we need to click this connect, and you can see the second option, first option, access your Atlas data using MongoDB native driver, example Node.js and other language. So just click this one and select the Node.js and put it in the 5.5 or later, because our Node.js version is 22. Okay, and these are the thing. I know to worry, just to copy this string. This is called connection string. With this connection string we can connect the our MongoDB from our server and our PC, because we allow that 2IP to connect. So this is the important connection string. So just to copy it, and we need to replace this password including this bracket. We need to, here we need to type our password that we already copy before. Okay, so this is our connection string. Okay, I'll just keep it like this, and now we can return to our server, and we can create one Node.js application. Let's go to our user folder. Just go back, and inside the home folder you need to get your user account, user folder. In this folder we need to do all our project. No, don't do the any application or anything. You always create inside this your user folder. Okay, I cleared all unwanted file and everything inside my home folder, inside my nesif, my root folder. I just keep the .npm because it's take too much time to delete. There is a lot of temp file. You can delete this also, no need. You can delete all file, but it will take time. So I just keep the .npm only, and I delete all remaining. Now we are going to create one new directory. We can name it as MongoDB test. Okay, inside this folder I am going to create a new node application. Just create new file, name it as index.js. Okay, now I created index.js. Now we need to return to our terminal, and this means nesif@mobiz.com. When you enter your SSH and enter the password, you will redirect to this terminal. This means you are inside this home folder. Okay, now our terminal and this folder is same. You can see the current folder. You just type ls, then you can see the MongoDB test that we created here, this folder. That means when you enter the SSH command and enter the password, you will directly go into this folder, to your username folder. To confirm where you are, you can just type ls, then it will show the folder and file inside that folder. Now we have only one folder, MongoDB test. Now you can see that one. Okay, now we need to go to inside the folder. To go to inside the one folder, you need to type cd and space. We need to type the name of the folder. In our case, we need to redirect to the MongoDB test. So just type MOG and Mongo, and if you just type half and just click tab, it will autofill, or you can enter the full name, then click enter. Now you can see now you are inside this folder. Now we are inside this MongoDB test folder. Okay, now I just click ls. Now you can see the index.js that we already created inside. Okay, now if you already know the Node.js, we need to install the or init the npm or initialize the Node.js project. We need to type npm node package manager space init and hyphen y. It will create the package.json file. If you already know the Node.js, I'm not going to teach the complete Node.js. I'll just only tell the basics. We need to create one index.js file or app.js file, and after that we need to initialize the npm init, and then it will create the package.json. It is the basics of Node.js. If you don't know any idea about Node.js, just go any other tutorial for the Node.js, or just understand the things. So these are the step. Now I'm just type this command and enter, but I will got one error. You can see the access is denied. That means before we already told in the Ubuntu or Linux, for the user, now I'm login as my user Nassif. So the user don't have any permission to create and do anything inside any folder. When we login as root, then the root user is like administrative user, then the root user have the permission to create and delete everything. But now we are in Nassif as my user, so for this my user don't have permission to create and do the execution of the file. That's why I got the permission denied error. So before you init, because when we type this command, it will try to create new file package.json. If you know the Node.js, you will understand when we type this command and will enter, it will create one file and one folder. So that's why we need to give the permission to create the user or the folder inside this folder. So the first step before do the initialization, we need to give the full permission to create, read and delete, all permission to this user to do the work inside the folder. So now we are inside this folder, MongoDB test. Then we need to enter two command to give the permission. Okay, just to copy paste some code to connect the MongoDB. I didn't much explain because it's not a Node.js tutorial. If you want to learn Node.js, you can lot of tutorial available in the YouTube. I just explain the things how we connect it. I'm using the Express and body parser, and I create one app using Express. And this is our main package, Mongos. With this package, we are going to connect and do our MongoDB operation. So we are import this Mongos, and this is the code to connect the MongoDB. Mongos.connect. Here you need to pass the connection URL that we will discuss in the MongoDB in the database. When we click the connect, you can see the connection string. This string we need to pass it here. I will do it later. Okay, and if it is connected successfully, we will console log connected to the MongoDB Atlas, and if it is any error, it will print the error also. And after that we will open the connection. Open mean after the connecting we just open the database. If we after the connection without open we cannot do the operation like add, create. So we need to open the connection also. So it is the code to open. We create the connection instant mongos.connection, and this is the code connection dot once this open. And if it is okay, we will print connected to MongoDB. And I just run the application in the port 3000. Just remove the env. I'm not using the env now. Okay, this is just a simple Node.js application with Express to connect the MongoDB. We can check the connection is successful or not. Okay, before that we need to enter the connection URL. We can return to our panel, and in the database just click the database, and you can see our database rapid. Just click the connect and click the first option driver, and copy this connection URL and paste it here. Okay, here instead of this password we need to paste our password. Okay, for that to get the password we need to go the database access, and here you can see I forgot my password. I didn't store my password, so I just edit, and here you can see edit password, and I am again auto generate one new password, and I just copy the password. Okay, and update the user. I just update the password. If you didn't see the user after creating the database, you just refresh, then it will come, or the first time you already create the user when we create the database, then you come to the databases. If you are not seeing this the user that we created, just refresh the page, it will come. Okay, now I just replace this password with my real password. Okay, now we're done. Now if we do the changes inside the file, then we come back to the FileZilla, it will open one pop-up. That means if we do any changes inside the file that we open from the FileZilla, we need to upload. So we'll just click yes. You can see it's uploading. Okay, uploaded successful. Otherwise it will not uploaded to our server. It will just we just add inside our PC. If you do any updation, it will ask the upload. You can see I just in the comment section I just okay 2 to 3 just change. Then you come back to the FileZilla, it will ask to upload. You must upload, otherwise the updation will the file will not update inside our server. Okay, now we uploaded. Okay, and the next thing, we already added some packages, so we need to install this Express, Mongos and body parser. So I'm just going to install npm. Sorry, my connection is broken. I'm just again going to connect ssh sc@rapidflutter.com. Okay, now I need to go to the our folder mongo testdb. So type cd mongo test. Okay, now we are inside this folder. Okay, now I'm going to install npm I express, and the next package is npm I mongos. Okay, the last one is body parser. Okay, now we all added. I just refresh the folder. You can see now node modules also come. Now we can run our application. Node index.js. Okay, you can see after running the port, within 2-3 seconds connected to MongoDB and connected to MongoDB Atlas. So our database connection is successfully done. Now we set the Node.js application in our server, and we connect our remote MongoDB to our server. Okay, now our next thing, we will create one API, complete production level API, that reusable type API. We can use the API for any our Flutter application or any other application. So our basic things almost our server setup and database setup is completed. Now we are focusing to create the API. Okay,